Synesthetic.
Daily news, breaking news, everyday news on Prince Mila Entertainment TV. Today is the 11th of February 2022. Subscribe to the channel. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Prince Mila Entertainment, Facebook group, Prince Mila Entertainment TV. We are also available on Twitter at P Mila ENT. Yes, P Mila ENT on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter, we follow back. And welcome to another edition of our daily news, breaking news, everyday news. So guys, here's the latest news. And President Emmerson Mnangagwa yesterday exhorted public officials to always put the interest of the ordinary people first, stressing the need for teamwork in the implementation of government programs tailored to transform livelihoods. Presiding over the historic signing ceremony of performance contracts for cabinet ministers, permanent secretaries, as well as chairpersons and chief executive officers of public entities and local authorities, the president said his administration is determined to serve the masses and ensure attainment of Vision 2030 of becoming an upper middle class economy. The second cycle of performance contracts was yesterday extended to cabinet ministers, including the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, RBZ Governor Dr. John Mangudya, with the results of permanent secretaries who were spotlighted under the first cycle being made public in the spirit of transparency and accountability. Apart from cabinet ministers, the second cycle of the performance contracts have been expanded to also cover chairpersons and chief executives of public entities and local authorities as an expression of the Second Republic's determination to wholeheartedly serve and deliver a better quality of life to all the citizenry of this country. The president said the performance contracts are part of efforts to put an end to undue contentment as well as mediocre performance and service delivery, which have in the past hindered progress. As you are aware, improving livelihoods, achieving inclusive and equitable economic growth as well as sustainable development which leaves no one and no place behind are key elements of my administration. I'm confident that productivity and efficiencies within the public sector, as in the case with the private sector, are important to the overall performance of the economic and prosperity of our people. The government will therefore leave no stone unturned towards revamping institutions, systems, and processes to make them more citizen-centered and results-oriented. As a leadership in the public sector, I urge you to always think outside the box by infusing best practices and innovative solutions to propel and sustain our institutions as engines for accelerated industrialization, modernization, and sustainable economic growth. To this end, it is imperative that as ministers, accounting officers, and leaders of your respective organization, you must demonstrate urgency, flexibility, and agility in the manner you resolve issues and implement programs and projects. I exhort you to always think of the ordinary citizens who must benefit from the services of government, said the president. He warned government officials against seeking personal glory and the advancement of narrow sectional interests, saying public officials must be enablers for the fulfillment of Vision 2030. Under my administration, your performance shall also be judged in the domain of the citizenry, who are critical stakeholders of government as part of the body politic, more so as we continue to implement the devolution and decentralization policy. As leaders of the public sector, your focus must be on improving the living standards of our people, anchored by better performance of public entities and the delivery of critical public goods and services. Presently, Zimbabwe is implementing the National Development Strategy 1, NDS 1, an economic blueprint that seeks to deliver quality development for the ordinary citizens led by the private sector. Drawing from the whole of government approach, the device knowledge base and networks you collectively possess must be utilized to propel the success of our government. Boundaries and the turf mentality must be eliminated at all costs. Teamwork, collaboration, and cooperation will get us further and faster. Informed by our private sector lead economic growth ethos, we must deliberately cultivate and deepen relations with industry and commerce. Rumwe arikombi churu. Under my government, there is no room for a superhero mentality Ultimately, success or failure is attributed to the government of Zimbabwe and not to individuals. In pursuit of transparency, the president added the results covering the 4 categories of executives, including cabinet ministers, permanent secretaries, as well as chairpersons and chief executives of public entities and local authorities will also be made public. Performance under the Second Republic must answer to the preservation and defense of our independence and sovereignty, while at the same time meeting the aspirations of the many sons and daughters who made the ultimate sacrifice for our nationhood. We owe it to past, present and future generations to deliver a better quality of life for all Zimbabweans at every level. Through the high-performance culture of the Second Republic, Zimbabwe is now being ushered into a nation of limitless opportunities across all sectors, regardless of tribe, gender, region and origin. The review of the 2021 performance contracts for permanent secretaries, which was announced today in commencement of the second cycle, must be reviewed in this context. For the public sector, 2022 is the year of growth, high performance, production, productivity, and sustained success, as well as delivery of higher quality services at all levels. Let us therefore use this occasion to recommit wholeheartedly to serving our beloved country, guided by the mantra Nyika inowakwa nevene vayo. Yesterday, the government honored 4 permanent secretaries who met their targets during their first cycle, namely Professor Fanuel Tagwira from the Ministry of Higher and Tertiary Education, Science and Technology Development, Dr. Thokozile Chitepo, Secretary for Youth, Sports, Arts and Recreation, Dr. John Basera, Secretary for Lands, Agriculture, Fisheries, Water and Rural Resettlement, and Dr. George Guamatanga, Secretary for Finance and Economic Development. Chairman of the Public Service Commission, Mr. Vincent Wongwe, said the evaluation process was transparent, fair and results-based, with a consultancy firm engaged to monitor quarterly how permanent secretaries were performing. A ministry could get a maximum of 5 points in the event of meeting targets, while 1 and 2 out of 5 indicated poor performances. Overall, the majority of permanent secretaries scored high. And so this is what happened yesterday when the cabinet ministers and the permanent secretaries etc were signing my contracts yesterday. And yes, in the comment section, they are saying that we need to put Zimbabwe first. We need to put the people first. I mean, this was supposed to be happening in 2018 when ED came into power. Opama ministers, my cabinet ministers, my permanent secretaries, my contracts, 6 months. Vanongapo is 6 months, 6 months babasa. Tono Twanita say after 6 months, kana atadzabasa, kana are involved in corruption and a court case, something happened. Oh, but with Zimbabwe, and because we have so many people who are capable to replace them. I think I'm going to our minister after 5 years, same minister, yeah, personal Chibuda, and Saka. It's one of those situations that the president needs to look into, and the performance of my ministers is too little, too late, because at almost like a year and they are left for my elections article in 2023. This was supposed to happen in 2018. Takanyasona development with the Minister of Transport. I perform say Chichuitika, the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Transport. I perform say Chichuitika, and so now Takura contracts now past a year for the elections. You know, it is what it is. The Monera, the Bafungirao, but I still feel that the ministers, all those people who are in the high offices, needs to actually work towards the people. They need to be servants of the people because they are civil servants. And so, say, ED is saying that they need to put people first, because Pasina Susuga, Apana Zimbabwe yacho. And they're saying that public officials should always put the interest of the ordinary people first, and stressing that there's need for teamwork in the implementation of government programs tailored to transform livelihoods. And this is what ED was saying. You know what, my public officials are first, must put Zimbabwe first, the interest of the nation first, not their own personal interest. Like Zotanga Chichuona Makoresa by minister, the minister and my company 7 and my company 8, my 10 that's on go. So let's hope that this whole contract they signed yesterday will actually give us some results, and otherwise, you know, it will be just a waste of time. This is our daily news, breaking news on Prince Amila Entertainment TV. We're gonna keep you guys in the loop pakatika new information. And remember to like, share, and comment, and follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and also on our Facebook group, which is Prince Amila Entertainment TV. This is our daily news, everyday news, breaking news. Bless up.